Nuclear is expensive to construct, but once you construct it, the fuel is a lot cheaper because, as I said, it's highly energy dense. Okay, just to give you again another illustration, if you operated, for example, the Bataan nuclear power plant, the fuel will fit in big jeepney para o isang maliit na elf truck. That will cost $30 million. It will last for 18 months. Wala ka nang ipapasok na fuel for 1.5 years. And then, $30 million, zero pollution, zero carbon dioxide. If that were a coal plant running for 18 months, 620 megawatts, you will need 50 Panamax ships. A Panamax ship is 50,000 metric tons. The importation cost is $800 million. Tapos with a lot of pollution. So even if your Bataan is, let's say, refurbished with the cost of $2 billion, in 3-4 years, bawi na yung cost ng refurbishing because of the savings in fuel, plus zero carbon dioxide, no? And then security also. All the fuel will be stored in that 1.5 years in the plant itself. So, bagyo man ang dumating, maski na linol, hindi kagaya nangyayari ngayon sa Ship of Hormuz, where hihintayin mo yung mga ships, because the energy density is not as high. The ships have to fall in line to be able to deliver the energy, especially that's also the same for gas.
Doc,
By the way, our plan for us is to take out coal and then replace it with gas.
Yeah.
But gas, they're all imported. Anyway, this is not meant to replace them. Yes, ma'am.
Doc,
Sir.
let me
Yes,
ask you
po.
something in terms of policy. Kasi kanina you mentioned you had the phrase if the president decides to go nuclear. So we're not yet there. In other words, we have not yet decided to go nuclear. Kasi for example, we passed a law last year, the Nuclear Safety Act,
Yeah.
and then you had already several MOUs with the US with regard to nuclear power and a flow chart or framework of sorts on nuclear. So parang we're in a limbo of sorts eh. Are we going nuclear or not? Akala ko nga meron ng may timeline na 2032 and beyond
Yes.
So which is it talaga?
Okay, my time na 2032 si DOE, okay? Now, everything is set. At nandyan na yung national position, and then, but for example, hindi pa tapos, ang napaka-urgent na gawin ngayon, we have the new nuclear law that will create the independent regulatory. It will be called the PhilAtom. That will be headed by a Director General, and then 4 Deputy Secretary Generals, no? And that will be cabinet ranked. Why is it independent? So that its main mission, which is safety, number one, safety, security, and safeguards, is not interfered with politics or with anything else. So this regulation kasi, independent regulations, helps assure safety. For example, I'll give you an example. In America, they have 94 reactors. Each reactor has 2 regulators na nakatira doon. There's no coal plant, oil plant, whatever it is, gas, na meron ka ng live-in resident regulator. But for nuclear plants, there are at least 2. If there's anything not working, like a reserve pump, that will be taken care of. It might stop the plant. Ganon, the standards are like that. Now, in the Philippines, the one that will determine nuclear are private companies. It's not the government. And then one of the best things that has happened in nuclear in the Philippines is that MGen and Meralco have decided full tilt that they will go nuclear. You should have seen their promotional video on nuclear because they realized, Meralco, MGen just opened a 3,500 megawatt solar plant in Nueva Ecija and Bulacan. I think they just opened it. But the 3,500 megawatt costing 200 billion pesos is only available 25% of the time. So they have to put in 4,000 megawatts of batteries. Kaya ang mahal-mahal ng presyo niya. Now, ang nuclear plant, will not require, for example, the Bataan nuclear plant the actual footprint is 2 hectares. Tapos 620 megawatts. So, and it will be available 92% of the time.
Yeah.
People don't talk about availability. Kasi that's the important thing when renewables are good but they are limited
Yeah.
in availability or capacity factor po. Yun po yung importante.
Oo nga eh.
So,
That's,
kaya yun po yung that's why yung earlier na say yun, hindi kaya ng Pilipinas. I beg to disagree.
yeah.
Why? Because we have a reactor that's been active for 6 years. Our scientist, a female Filipino nuclear scientist, designed, invented the world's first subcritical research reactor. Okay, and it's not operational. You can visit it. It's in PNRI, no? And the IAEA are very impressed with this. So tayo ang gumawa nun, funded, designed, and built by Filipinos. And then another thing,
Yeah.
UAE has 4 brand new huge reactors from South Korea. I talked to the regulator of the UAE. He told me there are thousands of Filipino engineers working during the construction and dozens of engineers there. And some of them have emailed me, say, if you start nuclear program, we will come back as long as you match the pay. So it's true that we don't. For example, dati, UP had a nuclear engineering course. Pero nung kinancel ni President Aquino yung BNPP, it was stopped kasi saan sila pupunta? Now, LaSalle, Mapua are opening nuclear programs and UP is going to catch up. And then the great thing is that we have now a laboratory for them to study. Our research reactors can train them, on this. And then also, in the whole world, COP28 says we should triple nuclear to fight climate change. Nag-age na po yung mga nuclear workers. And the Philippines can actually go and fill that gap.
Yeah.
Hindi sila gagawa dito. Pero ang problema po talaga natin, napakamahal ng kuryente natin. And nuclear can help with that. No,
Yeah.
yan po.
All right, it's
Yeah. Doctor, may ilang mga congressmen yung kumakausap sa akin, ang advocacy nila ay i-revive yung Bataan Nuclear Power Plant. Nakatenga lang daw kasi. So, anong tingin nyo dyan? Is it better na bumili na lang tayo ng mga bago, ng mga modular, or
modular
feasible
reactors.
or feasible pa rin na i-revive itong Bataan Nuclear Power Plant as being espoused by this congressman?
Okay, regarding that po, yung Bataan Nuclear Power Plant, there have been several feasibility studies and I've been told there's just one that has been done, completed a month ago by the South Koreans, but I haven't seen a copy of it. I believe it's with the DOE. What's holding the Bataan Nuclear Plant, Hamilton, is politics, not technology. Why do I say that? We have had many visitors to visit the plant, and then they say that it can be rehabilitated. And the one that has the most credibility of saying this are the South Koreans because they have a working model. When the BNPP was built, 3 other plants were built at the same time, one in South Korea, Slovenia, and Brazil. The 3 plants in the other countries have been working for 40 years, very safely and very profitably. In Slovenia, their reactor, 10% ang cost nila as compared to us, no? And so, ang sabi ni South Korea, we can revive your plant because you have a working model. We can train your people there. Now, ang tanong lang, bakit ayaw pa gumalaw? In my opinion, if the president says, I want it done, it's my father's, and then we need it, kasi may opposition yung Garcia family dyan sa Bataan, okay? But I will also tell you, it can be an oligarch problem because that the electricity will be cheaper. And, some people who are producing power might be fearful that it will eat into the profits. But I don't think so because it will provide a very good backstop for renewables. Kasi ang nangyayari, ang thrust po ng government natin ay renewables. Ang problema nga sa renewables, it is intermittent. At saka
Tsaka hindi siya... Okay, hindi siya...
Yan po yung problema.
Oo, hindi siya enough for base load power. It's not as reliable as
yun nga. So people
nuclear.
will say base load. How can you Okay, I'll tell you one thing that made me almost cry when I visited the Quarry 2 in Busan 2 years ago. It's not just that the plant was running, you know, it is, you drive 40 minutes past it, you will see manufacturing plants left and right. That we lost when we didn't operate the Bataan nuclear plant. Industrialization will not happen without cheap electricity.